Good morning, it's Kelly. We are continuing our Devo series following Jesus in an age of social distancing. And today I want to talk a little bit about prayer. Right before all this happened, if you remember, it was Lent. And if you came to the Ash Wednesday service at Mercy, remember that we were asked to give something up. So, just going through the recesses in my mind, thinking of things that aren't healthy, that might be a barrier between me and God, I decided that I was going to give up listening to NPR in my car. And I have about a 15-minute drive to church from my house, or 20 minutes from my kids' daycare, and just started using the half hour to 40 minutes every day to just turn off the radio and talk with God. And then COVID hit, and my car time is down to like 1% of what it used to be. And I just felt so helpless. Like this crazy pandemic situation is happening around us. I'm not a first responder. I'm not a medic. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a grocery store worker. I'm not, a mental health therapist, and people who are deemed essential. And I also lost my car time prayer. And so it's been a little journey in these last 7 weeks of figuring out what prayer looks like for me. I was really enjoying those silent times without the radio. And then also, like, what is my role in this season? What can I contribute? What do I have to offer? And so today's challenge is about prayer and praying for the world. So Jeremiah 29:12 says, "Then you will call on me and come to pray for me, and I will listen to you." And hearing about that verse, you will call on me and come to pray to me, and I will listen to you. That was really an encouragement for me to read, because I realized that I was not limited to my normal places for prayer. I'm not limited to just praying in the car. I'm not limited to praying for people on a Sunday morning. That God just clearly says, call on him, come, pray, and I will listen to you. And so I love that we can just always pray and intercede for God to come. And so really in this season, I through this Devo series, I'm challenging myself to spend some time in prayer in new and different ways. That what I have to offer, even though I'm not an essential employee, is that I can lift others up with the power of prayer. And it's also been really helpful for me for my mindset, because when I'm at home, it's me, it's my kids, it's my husband, our dog. But people are kind of like out of sight, out of mind, and I can choose really how much that I want to engage with other people. I can choose to call, text, Marco Polo. I can choose to turn on Facebook and see what's going on in people's lives. And so it can become really insular, it can become all about me. So this combination of praying in new and different ways, and figuring out new prayer rhythms, really gets me out of my own kind of sense of self in my world, to see that we are part of this larger thing that's happening. So the challenge today is to pick one country. We are going big. We are praying for countries today. So pick one country, maybe one that you've never been to but want to go to, or something that's really intriguing to you, and read up about what's happening in that region. What's happening with government leaders? What kind of decisions are people making in the midst of the COVID pandemic? Where are they standing? And make a list of that, and then spend just 10 minutes praying to God to intervene in their world. So kind of getting, again, a new type of prayer rhythm. So maybe praying for a country. It's not something that I've done consistently. Kind of a new way for us to connect with God, and then also a way for us to expand like our thinking. One thing that has been a blessing that I've seen in this season and way God is moving and working is that he's really been challenging our individualistic society to be group thinkers and to be community minded. And so part of that also means thinking about the world around us, that our little world in the US is not it. So there are other people out there. So yeah, think about it. Pick a country, write down some things, do some research, and then spend 10 minutes praying and just see what happens. And afterwards, I encourage you just to reflect on the situation. And how did it help you to think about beyond your world? And what did you learn about yourself through the challenge? So, with that, have fun today. Pray for the world. See ya.